This is Let's Win XCOM 2 Iron Man. I'm Phwop. We had a rough time just a second ago. Operation, whatever it was, oops, I forgot to change his name for this one. Operation Empty Shroud wrecked us. And we lost the boss, our sharpshooter from the very beginning, melancholy as he was. He died to the lightsaber staff of the Archon. Archon's uber brutal. Yeah, very sad. We also lost a lot of equipment. I have yet to get up a decent stock of sick equipment because we've been so crashed. And we had to pull out, plus it nuked our supply drop. Fortunately, we can abuse the black market.
For the Arctic.
Now, what we're doing here, this is the council mission. Fortunately, we did pull out, unfortunately, we also lost Tad Owens and Wildling, one of our, oh yeah, and we got, Aaron Walker got wounded, per usual. Losses can really make the leaders a pain in the butt to have. Okay, let's see. I do think you need 2 grenadiers. Let me get a hammer. What do you have? Blast batting suppression. Oh, he's new. Pull out a scientist. I think hollow targeting is going to be pretty important here. Mobility as well. Is this our sword? We have no solid sharpshooters at this point. Of grenadiers. Okay, we can't afford to half-ass this one, unfortunately. Guy. Let's look at the overdrive serum. Bonus mobility, mental immunity, take less damage for the next 2 turns. Does not cost an action to activate. Pretty sweet, but it is a one-shot item. Okay. Thankfully, we do have a special grenade, the battle cannon. Major Thompson is not the one to bring that on. Okay, actually, so we're not gonna bring Chavez the hammer. Oh yes, we are. She's the one who has heavy ordnance, which is nice, so we can get double the acid grenade from her. Explosives. As we've seen before, the person who winds up in the shit the most should probably have the overdrive serum. over here. We'll give Mind Shield too. Although if he's going to have the sword, admittedly he doesn't have a good sword. We're still using the basic one. Mimic Beacon is our oh shit button. So we're going to give him Mind Shield, Mimic Beacon. He's not even stealthy. So actually, we should give him a grenade. And smoke bomb. Oh no. Sorry. Here's Mimic Beacon should probably go on our stealthier one. Overdrive Serum on the more exposed ranger. Even if he is lower level. Grenades, we are loaded down with grenades at this point. Flashbangs, perfectly positioned flashbang is a beautiful thing. Okay. Alright, we got the stutter mags. Damage is 4 to 6. Our shard gun is 6 to 8, so we're trading a bunch of damage. We're losing 1 clip size, and we're losing all 15% of our crit chance. This will make her most stealthy and way more mobile. Probably a good mix with the sword. She has Phantom. We've got the other spider suit. Okay, she's got the spider suit. I'm gonna call it worth it since she has this stuff. Over here we've got the heavy exosuit. Do I really not have another spider suit? I mean, can't say I'm totally surprised. But I'm a little sad. Okay, and then she's got salvo. And we got this awesome scope. Oh no, that's an awesome laser sight. What I meant was, she's got this crappy scope. The laser sight, the extra crit chance, I really want it on this guy for those nasty flanks. And these repeaters are worth like nothing at this point. Oh, he's got kill zone. Repeater and kill zone actually make a lot of sense together. Oh no, the repeaters definitely let me swap out. Shit. If I wanted to really, really get into it, I think a nice change would be if you have the lock and load continent bonus, then make utility items should actually unequip. I don't know, I'm fine with it. You can actually game. If you have lock and load, you can really game things by swapping around weapon upgrades and swapping around personal combat stims, which is a total pain in the ass, but... Alright, smoke bomb. Nice thing to have. Oh yeah, our specialist needs the medikit, I'm pretty sure. Does have medical protocol, yeah. That means we're not having any battle scanners. And a battle scanner would have saved our asses last time. We have so many grenadiers. Got 3 explosives, 2, 3. That seems like a reasonable combo. And beacon, flashbang's really good. Not sure this thing is really cutting the mustard. Only led to pain for me. But the hack is nice. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring battle scanners on you because battle scanners don't benefit from the grenade launcher. And I want to put a flashbang on flashbang on her. With the spider suit, she should be able to get in position to flashbang people. Actually, he would have the biggest radius. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Okay. So let's be about it, guys. Yeah, the last mission was a total shit show. Total shit show.
Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment.
That's another mod I would like to make. I'd like to make a mod that allows you to
emergency rescue operation for the resistance.
In the Guerrilla Tactics School, one of the projects would be to unlock a higher level to which you can train. Like you can train rookies into squaddies. I'd like to be able to let you train them into higher levels, but it would be locked behind an upgrade, kind of like you have to get captain to qualify for the class upgrades. I think the next level up, you'd have to have a major before you could train within the Avenger characters up to corporal. But that would be an easier way to help people deal with losses. And then at captain, you could train up to sergeant. And then, so yeah, sergeants are like feasible late game troops. Definitely not as powerful as anyone else, but I think that would be really nice.
Eliminate all hostile contacts.
So for too long has the boss...
Operating in the shadows.
Okay, remember we have 10 turns. We have to use our concealment to get close. And then we just have to go ape shit, which is why it's nice to have all these grenadiers. Now, Shogun here has the stutter mag. That means her mobility is intense, and she's harder to detect. But it means we definitely need to get value out of that. Okay, first off, look who the person in the back. She can actually grapple up there. So, like, look, where's the decent cover I can take? This building would be nice to have, but we need to go this way. However, we're just looking for a good time to ambush people. This is the only... Alright, we really... Okay, let's think about it like this. There's no pressure right now. We can wander around as much as we want, as long as we don't get detected. So let's take it nice and slow.
Moving.
if you do get detected, note that with the lower times, you are probably screwed. So you must make use. Richard Poole is shaken. I think that means suffering a will penalty. From what I can tell, it means you have 0 will. So that's brutal.
On the move.
We really just want some vision
Enemy
out
patrol on the move.
in this direction. So on that very difficult mission, we saw 4 pods. We ambushed 1, and then we triggered 3, and then there was a drop-in as well. That I was not expecting, because I didn't see it till it was my turn already. Okay, so let's see. Does it... Okay, so there's her detection radius. And there's his. I'm confused.
Orders confirmed. Moving out. Moving to position.
Okay, guys. Battle scanners. Remember those. Okay, if we had a good look in there, yeah, I think we have. Okay, Encore. Pretty sick spot for her. But like I said, we don't want to break concealment soon.
Moving
If
to
we have
designated
to,
position.
that'll be fine. Here, don't waste your movement. Remember, all we have to do is extract everyone. We do not have to kill a bunch of dudes. If we try and fuck it up, we're gonna be dead in the water. Okay, we're gonna want to make sure there aren't any enemies or revealy things over there. Before we take any of the oh so tempting covers. Now she's got death from above.
Heading to that location.
So we can see the top of this, which means that if there are things up here to detect us, they're over here. You could think, hey, I'll go into cover. Remember, cover isn't what triggers people seeing you. Now, these guys potentially could see the flank. It's being close to things. So this is actually the safest spot on the roof, considering that this pod could flank us and reveal us. Remember, when they're moving, when these guys are moving, they don't use these in respect to flanks. Their full vision is used when it comes to flanking. Kill Zone is a bizarre and awesome perk on Mr. Richard Poole here, but it is certainly not time to even consider using it. Getting on top of this building is a chore. Okay, I see. There's a post right there. Oh. I guess they could flank these guys down here, too. Fortunately, only that shield bearer is moving in the right direction, and I think that moment has passed. But I would have looked real dumb if they'd spotted these two, which wouldn't have been too hard. So, remind me not to be dumb. I'll try, but it's tough. There don't appear to be any enemies right down there, which means this should be a safe move for us.
On the move.
Okay, if we were gonna duke it out, this guy's down inside the facility. You do have to navigate the facility. You might save a couple grenades to blow your way out through a wall, because it can be tricky in the best of times. I want to be really cautious here. I do not want to lose the advantage I have. Oh, look. Okay, so the radius is reduced by just 1, but you see that is enough here to make sure she stays safe. The direction these guys are going, I wish I had tried throwing a battle scanner while in stealth. Okay, we need to know more about this building, and probably about what's inside. You can use the waypoint system to figure out that if you blue move, where are you going to be able to go afterwards, which is something you couldn't do in XCOM. You had to be like, because it's generally like you lose 1 space.
That's affirmative.
If you dash, you tend to gain like 1 extra space in some directions. Here, we wanted to make sure that we wouldn't be revealed by dashing up behind this bike or something, and that's why we did a double move instead of a single. This guy, it's important to keep him with the squad, because those are his skills, our big squad support skills. Obviously, ambushing from here would be nice, but then we're going to have to truck it up here, and combat can always lag. Still, if there are 3, or even worse, 4 pods out here, yeah, we just need, because the sheer amount of movement required is so much, we need to be a little more picky. Since she has the grapple, that's a big movement boost. It's easier to leave her behind and not move forward as much. It would be the perfect time to pretty much take these guys down. The acid will reduce their mobility, their aim, and slowly damage them, and this acid grenade does a ton of armor damage. So this armored pod is the perfect target. And we can even kill zone them. But that will start the timer.
Moving out.
I guess there are worse pods out there. I think we can use kill zone. It's not like serial. It is like serial.
Got it covered.
Okay, so we are going to wait on that. When thinking about preparing your ambush, remember that you do not want to see other pods. This guy's going to move here.
Stepping off.
Aim bonus up here is really good. But we really need to push towards the objective.
I'm all over it.
Okay, we're gonna ambush next turn. I don't think she'll be exposed by this.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Captain Hammer, he's a hero. Okay, him. We're also going to move up.
Overwatch.
Muton Centurion's bad. Their war cry does seem to heal and kind of buff everyone, or maybe it regenerates all on its own. But I will curse you, Long War. Okay, first things first.
Understood. Moving out.
Okay, we need to know what is kind of generally inside the building. Okay, there's a group of Advent up there. That is not the most dangerous thing in the world. Or you can throw battle scanners as your first action. Once we go hot, this kill zone is going to count these guys. If they move, he's going to take a reaction shot. Oh no, he's not, because they're out of range. That's what's awesome. That is what is awesome about kill zone on them. Okay, we do have a lot of grenades to go around. I wonder how Killzone and Guardian work together. That would... oh my god. Acid is going to do most of the work. We are going to need to suppress them while the acid kills them, is my thought. Unless Killzone does it all for us.
Frag out!
Here we go, boys. Critical hit. Acid removes all the armors.
We're spotted!
Killzone works as well as I hope it does. Everyone's going down. Don't stop.
Target eliminated. Next time.
Okay, remember, they have explosives and they can drop you like you're hot. She's got suppression, that Advent Trooper. Not the biggest concern in the world. Alright, let's take stock because we have 1, 2, 3. Remember those guys. Remember also suppression costs ammo. I think Blade Master should add accuracy to the sword. Okay, now in Enemy Unknown, the enemies would, whether they could see your people or not, they would instinctively know if one of their AoE attacks would hit more than one character, and then they would use them. Like if you had someone on one side of the wall where they couldn't see them and another person right beside them around the corner, you would definitely get acided or grenaded. So we want to avoid being close enough for this guy's, is that a Lancer even? Yeah, for this guy to overwatch. Now these two have suppression and hollow targeting. And if I'm right, we still have kill zone active on him. But we have no way to revive people if they go down. It's kind of the crapshoot. Let's running gun. We'll want to use it. If you look at your cooldowns, make sure you use things with long cooldowns so you'll have time to use them again during the mission. Like, go ahead and blow them once. You might need them at the end, unless they require you to be stationary. But the mobility ones, use them early so that you can actually use them often.
Double time.
Stun Lancers, I don't know if they have grenades. I guess they don't. Which, you know, makes sense to me. You really don't want to trigger those guys. Remember, his mobility is pretty nerfed. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna take pot shots, I think. Coin flip for the kill. Look at him miss.
Come on, focus.
I want him in Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
65% chance. His aim sucks. If he moves, he triggers Overwatch. Let's go for it. It's best if he's just dead. I don't think hollow targeting stacks.
Come on, focus!
He might just die from acid. It can do up to 3 points. This guy might eat our Overwatch, which is gonna... Oh, good. Shotgun should be real effective here. Nice try. And of course we have Blade Master, which might be enough to finish him off, even with the crappy sword.
Target neutralized.
Conveniently, that does give me access in here, and one of the things I would totally love to do is drop half that pod. Battle scanner, not as effective as it should be. It does not keep them revealed. I think they're far enough from the edge. We don't want to get close to that. But we did use a battle scanner. There they are, right at the base of that ladder. don't want to hit. So what would be optimal is if we crack open this area for our covert operative. I do love how the time limit kind of forces you, so let's be careful not to wound him. There. This looks perfect. And remember, this guy has the upgraded damage on his grenades. Although we did mostly give him the 4 grenades. And we're going to drop that pod, and there's our VIP. I wonder if he activates.
I got eyes on an admin position.
Get over there, trooper. But they're just standing around. Okay, we have this shot. It will apply hollow targeting. We do want that dead. 10 defense. There is a mod that automatically opens these every time you take a shot. I think that's pretty cool. I'm tempted, I admit. So, yeah, okay. Where you don't want to go anywhere people haven't seen, especially while a fight's going on. That's how you get wiped. What we'd like to do is simply wrap up this fight. Hollow targeting.
Check it before you get too close. My ammo's running low.
Moving out.
A little nervous. Seems a little light compared to the missions I've been seeing. We'll take this shot. It works out. It's awesome.
Enemy down.
Elite officer. Okay, you could be tempted to go up on the roof, but that's actually going to restrict your vision, and the whole purpose of this character
On your order.
with the stutter mag and the stealth
They've seen me.
is to...
We've got the VIP in tow.
How
Moving
did
to
they
evac.
see you? Did we
Menace
break a
1-5
window?
status confirmed. VIP is in tow. Proceed to the extraction point.
Okay. Whatever. In this case, what we need to know is probably out here, and it's going to be best to know it early. Nothing? Alright, so that's only 2 squads down. Third squad must be over here.
No need to ask twice.
She's got the grapple.
Tired of
If we
waiting
use it
around.
now, we'll be able to use it again quite soon. So we're going to take a bit of a sketchier path.
Grapple out.
What the hell? Okay.
Let's do this.
So we note that this side is clear-ish. If there is no pod, like, out here, then we're in good shape. Tell me you're not revealing anything. Okay, and then she's got her implacable move. A weird name for a mobility perk, but
Okay, I'll go.
We're not gonna get crazy with it.
They're bringing in reinforcements.
Okay.
Menace
Well
1-5,
played.
we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position. Menace 1-5, be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
Okay, we have no stealth. I assume it must have been some kind of window breakage here. We have a mimic beacon. We can't get there in like 2 dashes, but we could get there in like 1. 3. I also don't know what is up with the spider. What we do want... Do I not have 2 spider suits? I suppose not. I got phantom spider suit syndrome. What we do want is... simply to safeguard. I would like to get this character up on the roof. We have 8 turns, which is a good bit of time.
If you say so.
Let's not find ourselves in any potentially really... Remember, her mobility is insane because of the stutter mag.
Double time.
Double time. Running.
Already there.
Richard Weber, probably my long-lost cousin. Or my mom. Killing me, XCOM.
Copy that.
Okay, grouped up on rooftops. We all know how this ends. But nothing's active this turn.
Moving to Overwatch.
But that'll teach me. Okay, thankfully this is a pretty light pod. I'm thinking very difficult means that the enemies are just like higher progression. Because we got some seriously brutal enemies last
I've got
time.
eyes on an advent position.
Oh, fuck. That's alright. Flashbang should be more than enough, but there's certainly another alien pod out there somewhere. They just immediately activated. Kill zone will be up next turn. Probably save that for the last pod. Let's see if we can flashbang.
I'm trusting you here.
I was like, did they not activate? Okay, now shit is totes real. Overdrive serum. You may not want to use it because you can't get it back. Obviously, you cannot drop that dude. Okay, let's see. Perfect time for a mimic beacon, I think. Remember how obsessed these guys are with mimic beacons? That may not apply if they can get a really sick AoE grenade on you. You know what? Probably best to burn the overdrive serum. Just so we know how good it is. Five armor. And before he could move here as his max movement, now it looks like he's got like 4 mobility extra. Okay. Yeah, that's some serious shit. Okay, we're gonna save running gun. We're gonna scope out what's going on here. Probably toss that mimic beacon. Okay. Not enough of a grenade. No, I want the acid grenade. Oh, it's here. Okay, if we have to take this position, are we going to be able to range on them? Let's see. She's a couple spaces back. She's not going to have any good cover. Of course, if she scores a kill with her grenade, we will have good cover. Can we launch through that window? I would think so. But that puts us in a really shitty spot. It's okay, our specialist needs to position himself for kill zone. Here would be there is no good spot. I'm worried that the roof will block our grenade shot. Which would be real shitty. This guy's definitely getting out there somewhere. It'd be awesome if it let you attack and that only took 1 action. Okay, I think we need this Archon Acid. It's got so much health. There's no way for them to get up here and flank us, except for the Archon, maybe. That's what we needed.
Catch!
Note that this means our Ranger's definitely not going in there, and we need to declump off this rooftop for sure. Alright, aim, mobility, and damage. Okay, Battle Frenzy. I think that means he's going like berserk crazy. And he's going to use melee. So let's have him. Oh, he gets an extra turn. He gets 3 actions per turn. Don't fuck with me, Mimic Beacon. I assume the Mimic Beacon's okay. I assume it's doing what I asked for it to do. We can flashbang all these guys.
Here, catch!
And we're gonna. Because if we're real lucky, there's not a 4th pod. Oh my goodness. Even the flashbang deals damage now? I apologize, Volatile Mixture. You rock. As long as my smoke grenades don't hurt me. Okay, these guys are pretty well incapacitated, especially these two. That back one, he could use a grenade to the face. And we definitely have to get out of here. That mobility is amazing. Question is there another pod out there or not?
Moving on target location.
Let's go with there's not. Okay, that can't have felt good. Okay, we're gonna save our aid protocol. This guy's a grenade. I don't think he can get close enough to use it on people who are clumped up here.
Orders confirmed.
We're
On the
just
move.
gonna risk it.
Hacking in.
Okay, what do you got to tell me, Lamppost? We can always hack it next turn. Or the turn after that. Elite Soldier, you're in. I got you. Disorient enemies for 2 turns? Yes. We're actually going to use that next turn. Because we've already got the important enemies disoriented. Those guys are real far away. They're just going to have to take Potch. Yes. Yes, everything I said is true.
Moving to Overwatch.
VIP, pork chop sandwiches. Get the fuck out of there. Nowhere is safe for a VIP at this moment, thanks to that Archon. But we do have lots of time-ish. So, go back here. Strongly suggest you hunker. I have seen aliens miss civilians on retaliation, so hunker does actually help you in this game. Okay, we can have a decent shot on that Archon from here. Hopefully it's fucked up enough and it's close to that Mimic Beacon enough that we don't have to worry about it too much. Go, baby. But that'll help with our sharpshooter Overwatch up here.
I'm all out.
Okay, it's pissed. It's like, who does that? This guy's dead. Good 6 damage. Comes to a halt at this Mimic Beacon. If we're lucky, it'll still miss. Or at least not kill it. Yeah, disoriented is a big deal.
Alright.
Damn it.
Hurt.
Guess there's nothing I can do about that. Disoriented acid still hits us. I think cover isn't as important in this game as in Long War. Something we got used to in Long War. Okay, that is what we needed. This guy's gonna die of acid. Remember, there is a Muton in here somewhere. This Lancer, we can totally take out with our cannon. There's Muton in here. I don't know what he's up to. Sadly, we were wounded. Thankfully, we've got 2 medikit charges. Definitely time to hack.
System infiltration in progress.
Disorienting all enemies this turn is going to be a big deal. If they went into Overwatch in the back there, that's going to be wasted, and we're going to rock it. Yep. I'm going to miss each one of those blocks is 5% because they don't want to count 20.
We're through.
So disoriented, 1 turn, should be plenty. That does prevent them from using non-basic abilities, which is real awesome. Okay, we have running gun. We can really cover the field. We want to save that to figure out while we figure out who to use what on. I want him to reload. I would also like to heal with him, and of course his aid protocol is going to be sick. Get both these guys. That looks like a yes. Is that going to cause me any trouble? Blowing up stuff now is a little sketchy about who's beneath it. Okay, we're going to need to move him if we're going to blow the shit out of that. I think that door is still up. Okay, we could pull him back. We could push forward. I'm afraid the floor will collapse underneath him. Okay, let's push forward.
What's over there?
Yeah, good question. If he can spot the other Muton for me, that'd be great. Okay, who else is close to the blast? Not really anybody. Remember, she can salvo. That other Muton, the acid is certainly going to kill it. This may kill both of these guys. She can also implacable. We did not get a kill on either. We do want to try. We have a free reload. Yay, because we're finally using the right weapon again. Oh, there you are. Okay, no, this guy's at 1 health and acided. Let's pick up our free movement. I do expect someone to drop loot at some
Definitely
point.
got that one.
Kind of feeling that. Okay, we'll readjust at the end once we know the score has been settled, whatever that score may be. Okay, this guy could soak fire for us. That would be great.
Headed there now.
Acid grenade, so good. Okay. You've got actions. Okay, so note that that grenade didn't... It did destroy these supports, but that didn't destroy the roof up here. Which is cool.
Here I come.
Okay, with this newly revealed information, let's assume that his friends are nearby.
This is for you.
Doesn't seem so. Okay, here with running gun and stutter mag, we can probably take out that Muton ourselves.
I'm on it.
We'll give it a shot at least. Starter mag really good on the rangers especially because they get +3 damage when flanking and increases their mobility. So that really just means that they can get a ton of damage out of it. Let us
On the
advance.
move.
Hammer, I think you're a little exposed. So we're gonna back up around this
If
wall
you say
where
so.
these guys over here, they won't see us. Here, this guy's exposed. Be a waste not to take the shot.
Kill confirmed.
Thank you, damage over time. See how good these bonus grenades are? It's a shame I keep losing them. She's got lots of armor. She's quite tough. Let's drop her down. I'd love to see a mod that if you don't take damage to your soldier's actual base health, you aren't wounded, but adds in the fatigue from longboard. Basically the same fatigue system from longboard would be awesome. Okay, we do want to start working our way. No, we don't. We've got lots of time. And here, let's get our heal on in case the worst
Go patch
happens.
him up.
Yeah, succumb. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, there is a disoriented marker indicating there is a bad guy over there.
I think I'm bleeding.
Jeez, dude. Disorient means nothing to these guys. That was heavy cover, disoriented. There's almost certainly one more out there. Something's happening. This building's falling apart. That's what's happening. Okay, unfortunately, we can't seem to skull mine that guy. If we had the spider suit, it'd probably be easy. This guy's already taken a hit. Oh, did our armor didn't last through that turn? Seriously, guys? I'm gonna go with dick move. I like how the acid fell through the ceiling. Oh, that is sweet. What a great effect. Oh my god. Okay, we can probably hack this door. But we do need this guy dead. I can't believe. Dude, these elite captains are brutal. Could we open him up to a... Okay, I don't think it's worth it. Make his life hell, and if he's got friends back there, there's two.
Heads down!
Remember, salvo. Okay, those are the last two enemies on the map we just hit, I believe. She's got death from above, which would be nice to actually use for once.
Let's move already.
Or at least a C. Okay, we can't miss this advanced officer. Oh, but it didn't die. Okay, prime opportunity to use running gun. Let's see, got smoke. Sam is pissed.
Ready to go. Target
Okay, remember
down.
this last guy has a grenade. We want to avoid letting him use it.
Hauling ass!
Running gun, we can use that on the last turn.
Running!
A stutter mag might be really good on whoever has the skulljack.
On Overwatch.
Probably gonna advance. Do know that you can stand on the open and suppress if you feel like it.
I guess that'll be okay.
Because the suppression
Moving
penalty
Overwatch.
to aim is actually higher than heavy cover's
On
defense.
Overwatch.
Okay. I want to be like it's just a trooper, but whatever it was damaged. He's going to
Rolling.
move up and make sure that no one spends any more time
Go heal
wounded
him.
than they have to. Our poor ranger here, probably being the target, most likely target of this thing's attack. Okay, we have Shadow Step here. So did we kill a civilian? I don't think so. I do think there's
On
one
your
more
order.
left, right? So if he's on Overwatch, well, we are thoroughly checking out the area. I don't see jack shit, guys. There's an advent weapon. There's the two. I see. Could be his weapon. He did get blown back really far. That is a Muton. Pretty sure we killed those.
Scanning.
Survey says Overwatch. couldn't have gotten in this room without us seeing anything.
I'm trusting you here. Scanning.
Okay.
No need to ask twice.
Let's get the hell out.
Rolling out. Deploying grapple.
Grapple's super useful. Grapple OP. She can't quite sprint there, but she can provide a little overwatch, and from
Tired
here
of
she can
waiting
sprint.
around.
In case there is something awful somewhere.
Scanning.
Alright, we want to hack that door.
Moving to designated position.
Did I...
Ready to rock.
Oh, that must have been an attack.
Menace 1-5, hostile interceptors are on high-speed approach. Your window for extraction is closing.
Moving out.
Well, this will move us closer anyway.
Bypassing security.
Do we get goodies for this? Or is that just... Surprised there's even a door left.
Access granted.
Dark events. If we delay this one, we may get an... Oh no, that already happened. What was the other dark event? Or 50%. You know what? Let's just speed up our research time. They've been complaining about our research times. So it's always good to have a skilled hacker. You really want to get those hack... Yeah, you really, really, really need to try to get those hack bonuses. Okay, she can almost get there already. Oh yeah, now, did that end his turn? It did.
On the move.
Heading there now.
Okay, I'll go. Let's do this.
Overwatch. Will do.
Are we gonna make it? Is Richard gonna make it? We might not. I do hate that.
Got it covered. Running. Got it.
Moving to position.
Heading home. Evac confirmed.
Obviously, if I would lose Richard,
Got it covered.
not worth it.
Just in time. Move!
And another lesson in
VIP secure and in
This is
position for
Firebird.
evac.
VIP is secure.
what not to do. Plus a lame way for Richard to go.
Packing it in.
Also a good reason why mobility
Menace 1-5, you're out of time. Get to the evac point now.
Good job, Richard. Way to cut it close, though. Jesus. He'll make it.
Heading home.
So trusting. So trusting.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Operation Spider Child. A much better success than the last VIP extraction. Okay, everyone did their part. Most damage. Cobra will be out for a bit. Who else took? Yeah, we taking a serious shot. Your specialists tend to use a lot of their actions instead of moving. It might be that you want to consider putting stutter mags on them. However, at long ranges, that is going to reduce their accuracy because I think stutter mags use shotgun style accuracy. Thank you, thank you. That did turn out quite well. The acid grenade was key. Reduces stats. Controlling your enemies with debuffs is super important. And shredding. I think the acid is probably the best special grenade that I've seen. Between acid, fire, flashbangs are not bad at all. Looks like Encore is just the epitome. And we get the choice Saturation Fire and Rupture. Saturation Fire says, fire a cone-shaped barrage of bullets at every enemy in an area. In addition, the cover of those enemies can be damaged or destroyed. It uses a lot of ammo. I think it uses 3 ammo. It might be 5. I mean, I'm not sure. You might have, if you have to upgrade your weapon, that seems lame. Saturation Fire is pretty sick. I don't know if it applies hollow targeting, which would be really awesome, but it's up against something even sicker, Rupture. A Rupture shot deals critical damage and ensures that target takes an additional +3 damage from all attacks in the future. Wow, that is the best way to burn down a really, really powerful enemy. Mixed with Shredder, a Shredder Rupture shot right off the bat can just turn an enemy into, well, can make an enemy completely helpless before your onslaught of fire, especially if you use Focus Fire, the leader perk, which, you know, gives you armor piercing and increased aim for every character that attacks a thing. I think Rupture is fantastic, especially in combo with a Gunslinger, because it adds +3 to all attacks, which means that Fan Fire is going to do insane. It's like 9 extra damage on that particular set of attacks. Basically negating armor as well for the pistol and anyone else. Saturation Fire, not too shabby. Especially if it applies hollow targeting, Saturation Fire is pretty sweet. I believe the cone is basically like the flamethrower cone. So it's not huge, it's kind of narrow and very, very long. And destroying cover is also good, but you might not catch more than a couple targets, and it will force you to reload. Bad on timed missions. Whereas Rupture just replaces a single standard attack. Rupture can miss. Saturation Fire probably can miss. I wonder if the... Also, I don't know. Saturation Fire is like super demolition. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Rupture. I think it's probably superior. You will want to combo with more hollow targeting. Sadly, no move. But Gertrude Weber,
Hello, Commander.
my demanding tiger mom who forced me to get a PhD, is now on board the Avenger to harass me. That is not my mom's actual name. Richard Poole is unshaken. And Gertrude Weber is going to add 13% speed to us when it comes to researching. That is not a special character, that's just a random character whose last name happens to be the same as mine. Okay. Okay, alien alloys and Illyrium crystals are available due to our, I think it's, if you get an excellent or maybe flawless rating, you start to get bonus stuff. I don't know. Or it could just be some missions if you succeed. We have a lot of intel now, and we don't have that many other places to contact. It's a shame we can't get to Australia from really close by. Let's blow it all at the black market.
New course.
We do want to save some. The Shadow Chamber, probably a pretty intel-heavy thing. I don't think I need another scientist. Once again, 30 supplies, 30 intel for 113 supplies is approximately 3... I don't know. It's almost 4. It's just less than 4 intel, or 4 supply per intel. And 35 intel for 34 Illyrium. Since the Illyrium is worth 5 each, and that's almost the same amount of Illyrium as intel, this is 5 supply for your intel, which you can tell is pretty superior to, like, this is like 4.6, and this is like 4.9. That may actually be balanced. I was really worried it was unbalanced, but you do give up your chance at Illyrium for the month. What I would like, these weapon upgrades, we got lots of room for weapon upgrades, and they can make a big difference in your play. Superior autoloader, I think, is a really big deal, and I want it. The superior repeater is nice, and on Richard Poole with Killzone, it's probably real nice. So let's nab that for him. We're at 113 now. We have 132 supplies. We don't have to take any of these, and I don't know what the Shadow Chamber is going to do. Next supply drop is 3 days.
Setting course for the
let's
South
hope we don't
African
lose that
sector.
Illyrium stash over the course of the supply drop. I don't think we will. But let's finish making contact.
Reading you loud and clear.
Finish up our radio station for the goods. Quid pro quo. We really want this. Black market items cost 33% less intel. That is going to up our economic. It's everything about that is so good. Make contact here. Now cheaper. 3 to 5 days. Supply drop in 3 days. Somehow I don't think we're gonna make that. Which makes it actually, well, we need to assault this black site. So,
Commander, we've utilized all of our available communications capacity. We can't establish any new contacts until we upgrade our systems.
Okay, there is room if we get an engineer. Let me make sure I am using all my engineers properly. Also, it might be time. Who's wounded? There's usually a council member or a council mission request. Never enough engineers. I like that. Let's utilize Christian Brady's pleasant face to heal the troops. There's our spider suit one day. That's what I was thinking. We do have an exosuit coming after that. We need Illyrium cores pretty bad. And we should
Attempting to establish local regional contact.
Okay, should get our heal on.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
Your progress against the aliens over the past month has been significant, Commander. But there is still room to improve if we are going
There's
to
a captain
eliminate
available
the alien
for
threat.
supply. Should be nice. Major breakthrough. So we're gonna have to counter that. I was afraid that that exists. And I just, yeah. Presumably, well, if the major breakthrough goes through, at this point we lose. So maybe I just need to assault this facility as fast as I can. The question is, do I have like 6 days? Check out the black market. See what's for sale. Okay, you've got a good bit of intel. Knowing that dark event is out there, I assume we are going to get a chance to stop it. That's how it has been in the past. We'll have an exosuit in 2 days. Delirium tech in 1. I guess we're gonna have to let everything else sit and go for this black site.
I have made a number of interesting discoveries, Commander.
Yeah, War. That was definitely a tough one. Or you've got a good screen name. Do you want to go in the character pool? New facility upgrade available. Delirium conduit. That's probably a super power thing. New research available. Plasma rifle. New research available. Powered armor. We want these. Greatly increase the power relays output. Oh, is that an upgrade? Okay. I see the costs are significant, but they're not anything horrific. I really need, I think, armor at this point. We're doing fine enough with the weapons we have.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Thanks. So what do we get? Power conduit? Delirium conduit. So 9 more power or 13. Do I actually need that stuff? I'm gonna need some more power, but I do feel like we're kind of maxed out. Maybe I don't need it. We'll see. We'll see what kind of upgrades are required.
Shadow chamber now operational.
New high priority research projects now available. Philip Weber now available.
Although I'm impressed with the strides we've made in infiltrating the alien psionic network, the depths of their technological advancement continue to leave us one step behind. However, with the enhanced decryption capabilities of this chamber, I'm confident we will find a great deal more information than we had previously hoped.
New objective added. New objective added.
We are fully prepared to begin our analysis of the material recovered from the Advent Black Site, Commander. With the Shadow Chamber fully operational, We can use its advanced decryption capabilities to analyze the Codex artifact recovered by our forces.
Okay, so this is yet a third area where you can research and create stuff, which is awesome. Modders are going to do so much with this between the Proving Grounds, basic standard research, and this. Oh man. Let's go to the black site. It definitely let's do this after we finish our armor. Still, it would be nice. What I would like to see is for that the shadow chamber to be independent from the other researches and maybe like just take a long time. Okay. Makes a sharpshooter.
Commander, I appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team.
Oh yeah, we
but
forgot
as
to
it
assign
stands,
Philip to
we have
something.
people still waiting for an assignment. We can have them working on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility.
Okay, let's do excavate. I think we're gonna need more specialists. They do tend to get beat up. Let's take a look at our roster. Okay, everyone's healed up. That means we can pull Christina out of the Advanced Warfare Center.
What can I do for you, Commander?
Okay, not having to zoom in every time would be great, especially when all it's showing me is this blank wall. Get on that, internets. Oh, we're all out of cores. Okay, finally someone has focus fire and collector. Nice. We haven't seen sectopods yet. I assume that's coming soon, probably right now. Let's see who we can get in here. All right, Butcher is no longer available. I assume that's because... Okay, Aaron's back. Let's get Angelo in here. I do think focus fire is the way to go, especially if you're doing get some. Focus fire, it doesn't even say once per mission either, so whoa. Okay, I am probably going to want to pick up some rookies before any dark events makes that impossible. Uh-oh, Mad St. Jack is here. Let's pick up a couple special ones. Note that
I don't know where
Lucas
people
DuPont
are getting
was like
those damn Advent burgers.
But
if I find another rapper stuffed
my
under
last
one
one.
of these command consoles, there's gonna be hell to pay.
Awesome. How could you not take Elizabeth? Okay, just want these guys in case we suddenly run out of recruits, and for the Psi Lab. Let's go ahead and pick up another recruit while we're at it then. Who sounds... That dude looks like a badass. I love those floppy hats. I guess everyone else thinks they're ugly, but... I mean, they are ugly. I just like them. Alright. Yeah, elite soldier, I got you. I think you might... I know we have a supply drop. Let's see, where is elite? Here we are. L elite sold there. Here you are. You are a specialist. Because eliteness has all the skills. And I'm sure you're gonna rock that. So you might be the first specialist where I take the combat abilities on just to try them out. Okay, guys. I do want to buy one of these. 150 supplies. Oh, do these get more expensive? Okay.
Commander, we've had the Shadow Chamber running the numbers. These are the tactical projections for our next field operation.
Ooh, awesome. It tells me what's up. Andromedon, Codex, Elite Trooper, Elite Officer, Elite Shield Bearer, Muton Centurion, and Viper. Perfect. Thank you, Shadow Chamber. This is awesome. Replacing the Hyperwave decoder from previous XCOM iterations. 11 enemies, that's probably 4 pods. You never know. Could be more. Awesome. So this lets you tailor your loadout to the enemies you expect to face. Things to look out for are grenades that are incompatible, that won't be doing damage. Like here, the Andromedon and the Viper are probably immune to our poison grenade. However, it still will help with the Andromedon's armor. It might not. But it'll still be great against everything else. And it lets us know there's no mechs here, so hacking isn't going to be a huge priority. Unless you can hack the codexes, that would be awesome. I don't think they count. And just in general, prepare yourself for what's coming up. Also, the number of enemies detected is really, really key. And if there should be a mod that if you have the Shadow Chamber, this number is listed at the top and ticks down, because that would be incredibly useful and something that you would just know if you were any kind of tactician who had this kind of information. There's no way you would let anyone forget that. But as a player, you just can't remember everything. All right, guys, next mission, it's 2 o'clock. I am going to grab some lunch and be back for Operation Bloodwalk in 20 minutes. So at 2:20 Eastern, we're gonna hit Operation Bloodwalk, and that may be the last one I do today. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video in particular, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, I don't know what's wrong with you, man. So anyway, I will see you guys. Prepare. This is no cakewalk, but it doesn't look too bad. Especially because I think all of our dudes are pretty well healed. Yeah, I think we can handle it. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.